This is what the cats do all day. I'm at work and they're here sleeping the day away. It's kind of remarkable. I'm always surprised by it when I'm home on a weekday or even just on the weekend if I'm home more. They sleep a lot. Oh, Fig, you just sleep a lot, don't you? You do, and your brother does too. Your brother. I keep this pile of blankets over here and they like to sleep on it. It's also perfect for looking outside and peeking on the neighbors. That's what the cats do, not me. Sometimes I do, but them too. Oh, Stitch. Yeah, are you fast asleep? Are you fast asleep? My sweetheart? He's doing some of these like kind of loud purrs. Oh, what happened? Kisses? Oh, thank you, Stitch. So today is Friday. I'm actually home from work. I have a bunch of vacation, and if I didn't use it today, I would lose it. So I took the day off of work. And I haven't really been doing much, to be quite honest. Andy's working today. It's, you know, a typical work day. He's been taking off some other days recently, but not today specifically. So hang on, let me film this so I have the cats in the background, so you have something cute to look at. So today I just did some laundry, vacuuming, watched some Teen Mom because I love Teen Mom and it's super trashy, but I love it. And Teen Mom 2 is on and I really like Chelsea and Cole. So I'm watching that, and then I also got some donuts and a latte because that's what I wanted to do today. I was like, it's Friday. I'm taking the day off work. What I really want is, holy crap, Liz, that's bright. What I want is some donuts and a latte, and that'll just make my day. Hello, today is Saturday. I just got back from running some errands. I went to do some grocery shopping, so I'll show you what I got. I first went to the downtown farmers market, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. Yeah, those are the stores I went to. And I've planned out some meals, plus it's a longer weekend this weekend, so I can make stuff Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night, which is awesome, and I have leftovers during the work week, so I'm going to take advantage of that. So I'll show you what I purchased today. I've got, this is just from the farmer's market, these two items. I've got the blood orange juice from the Ojai Friends Ranch, and I actually was going to get the regular orange juice, which is a little bit cheaper. It's $10 for one of this size as opposed to $12 for this size for the blood orange, but they didn't have the regular orange juice, so I was like, whatever, I'll get this. It's still really good. It's just, you know, kind of pricey for what it is. And then I got some more of these chocolate covered raisins from Peacock Family Farms. I like their logo. It's pretty, it has a nice sunset and a peacock. So these are just called chocolate covered jumbo raisins. I bought some back in December and I ate half or less than half and gave the rest to my mom, so I wanted some for myself. So there's that, and then at Whole Foods, this is what I got. I don't know if you wanted to see the muffin or not, and I already ate part of it because I was really hungry, so I kind of covered it up a little bit. Anyways, I got a few of these lavender lemonades. They're $2.99 each, and if you buy a flat of them, which is 12, you can get a 10% discount, but that would be like $36 for all of them, minus 3.6 for the discount. So I don't really need 12, so I just bought 3. I figured that's decent. And then I got some chocolate milk by Brogieres. I like their chocolate milk and don't have it too often, but it'll be nice like at night if I'm kind of hungry but I don't eat a lot, so I'll just have some chocolate milk. And then they had some sales going on, so I got 2 pounds of ground beef, and I just had them wrap it separately. So this is 1 pound and this is 1 pound as well, or slightly over 1 pound. So I'll freeze part, the other part I'll cook with. Normally their ground beef is $7.99 a pound, but it was on sale for $4.99. You can tell I'm paying attention to prices when I do stuff. And then I got some shrimp. This is the wild caught shrimp with the shell on. It's normally $19.99 per pound. It was on sale for $14.99 per pound, and I asked for less than $10 worth. Note that if you do go to Whole Foods and they'll cook anything for you and they'll clean it for you. So because this has the shell on, I was kind of like, how do I take the shell off and clean the tail because I haven't done that. I've never like removed the tail. And the guy like showed me how to do it, and then he said, you know what, we can do it for you for anything you want. Here, we'll take the shell off, devein it, just give me a few minutes and I can do it. And I said, okay then. So that was great. So he did the shell and the deveining. And they'll also, I know they can grill it for you. They can like do it on a cooktop. Like they'll cook stuff for you. And I believe they will also do it for the beef and chicken. I've never done that before, but I thought that's like a really nice thing about Whole Foods. Just take care of it for me. And then while I was waiting for him, I ended up wandering around a bit. So I got some bacon, which I know I wanted because I've been having bacon and eggs sometimes at night for dinner because it's really easy. I got French toast, which I'm going to have. I'm going to make garlic French toast when Andy and I have spaghetti and meatballs one night. And this is just the Whole Foods brand of the French bread. And then this guy, this is frozen mahi-mahi, which I haven't had much of. Mahi-mahi is a type of fish, obviously, and it has pineapple rings, and it's on a cedar plank, which looks like super duper fancy. So it's all natural pre-soaked cedar plank with mahi-mahi fillet with pineapple and chives. And you can do it in the oven as well as grilling, but I don't have a grill, so we're just gonna do it in the oven. And this is what I got at Whole Foods, and then I'll show you what I got at Trader Joe's next. Here are the items that I got at Trader Joe's today. I've got stuff again to make some meals plus some other stuff. I don't know. Anyways, I've got frozen chicken gyoza pot stickers, frozen meatballs, frozen sweet potato fries, or frites, bananas, some potatoes, that'll be for the beef stew, bread for lunch because my buttermilk bread that I had was like about 2 weeks old and it got moldy. 2 packages of carrots. 1 package will be used for the beef stew. Another one I might just roast them and then put them in a container and save them for the work week, so I can just easily heat up some carrots. Some more gummy vitamins. These are actually for Andy because he's almost out. Tomato paste and garlic for the beef stew. Some buttermilk biscuits. I actually don't think I've really made these ones too much before from Trader Joe's. They kind of remind me of those Pillsbury ones. Anyways, I thought this would just be easy to add to dinner. Some cookies. I got the triple chocolate chunk, which have semi-sweet milk chocolate and white chocolate. OMG, yum. Beef broth for the beef stew, more oatmeal. I actually don't need more right now, but I thought, well, I'll get some while I'm there. And then this is a new item. It's basically a rip-off of Cinnamon Crunch Toast, I think. You know that cereal we had as kids. So it's called Crunchy Cinnamon Squares, and I don't usually have cereal. I tend to always have oatmeal, but I do have some milk, so I thought, well, I'll just have this with some milk, and there we go. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna put all this stuff away and then make my lunch, and that's it. To start making a beef stew recipe found from onceuponachef.com. So this is the beef stew recipe I'm going to make tonight. It's called beef stew with carrots and potatoes. Pretty simple. The other day when I made beef stew, I bought too much meat, so I ended up freezing the extra meat and defrosting it. It looks like quite a lot of stuff in there, and I'm cutting the recipe in half because it calls for 3 pounds of beef and I'm using 1.5 pounds. So I'm just gonna cut all these items in half. Over here, I've got the potatoes, my half-eaten muffin, and then the beef, which I ran under some water to help defrost it a little bit extra, and then put some salt and pepper on it. And then that is going to get browned inside of this little Dutch oven thing, whatever. I'm gonna brown the beef. And that's the first step, and then right now I just took the beef out of the pan. It's still warm. So you're just basically supposed to brown pieces of the beef. Oop, I lost one there. And then next I'm going to add in some chopped onion, smashed garlic, which I've never done before. You just take a knife and the heel of your hand and just go like push down, it smashes it. And then some balsamic vinaigrette. I know I also will then do tomato paste and flour. There's lots of components to this. Now it's been about 5 minutes of the onion, smashed garlic, and balsamic vinaigrette. I'm going to add some tomato paste. I really never, get out. I never use tomato paste. So I'm supposed to mix up that tomato paste. Don't look so gross. All right. I think this might need another 5 minutes as well then, huh? Yeah. So I had the tomato paste. I added that in. And then after the tomato paste, I added the beef and then sprinkled some flour on top of that. And after a few minutes of this, I'm going to add some more liquids, some red wine, water, beef broth, and more. I just added the liquids. I added 1 cup of red wine, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of beef broth, and then a tiny little like teaspoon of sugar. And now I'm supposed to mix a little bit with this wooden spoon. The intent of the wooden spoon is to remove any of the beef that may have been stuck there earlier. But to be quite honest, once I added the flour, it like sopped up the liquid from earlier, and it really cleaned up the bottom of the pan. So now this is supposed to come to a boil, and then once it starts boiling, I'll put it down there in the stove, excuse me, in the oven, and then it cooks for 2 hours. So I totally could have started this way earlier. So it cooks for 2 hours, and then you remove the pot and add the carrots and potatoes. I didn't realize you add it later. I didn't really read it that well. Sometimes I'm just like, buy all the ingredients and then figure it out while I'm doing it. So I know they also said this stew improves in flavor if made a day in advance, so I might not actually eat it for dinner tonight. I might like cook it, stuff it in the fridge, and then make something else for dinner tonight. I just wanted to share the the size of this ginormous carrot with you. It looks kind of fluorescent orange right now, actually, on the camera screen. To me, it looks fluorescent orange, and this looks very green, but in reality, it's just a normal carrot. Stitch, do you think this is a ginormous carrot? I think it is. It's like a really big. I took a picture and sent it to Andy. Look at this carrot. This is not normal. The rest of the carrots in the bag are like, you know, more average size. Or average, just a little bit smaller. Anyways, I'm just chopping up the carrots and potatoes. I probably have too many potatoes, so that once the stew is getting a little bit closer, then I'll toss the potatoes and carrots in. Yeah, I'm gonna chop up this ginormous fella here. He's like the height of this thing. Oh my god, he's like the width. Oh my god, this thing is ginormous. I wish I had a ruler, but I don't have any. Well, my beef stew is currently in the oven. And since I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to eat that, I thought tonight I'll just make this garlic butter shrimp. Using that shrimp I just bought at Whole Foods. This recipe is from damndelicious.net. That's right, I've done something from hers before, and her website address is just a little bit funny to me. Anyways, garlic butter shrimp looks pretty easy. She does say to use chicken stock, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna skip that step. And I might use some seasoning that my mom got me from Penzies. So anyway, shrimp looks disgusting. Shrimp should never be in vlogs. Like, who wants to look at this? This is disgusting and wet and slimy. And it has all these like different colors to it and blue, and it's gross. You want to look at me instead? You'll get me instead. Okay, shrimp is ooey. I was like, oh, let me show what the shrimp looks like from Whole Foods, because the guy deveined it, and it's wild caught shrimp. It's not the farmed shrimp. I'm gonna melt some butter on the stovetop, and then, excuse me, then add the shrimp, and then I think you take the butter off, and then you like set it aside, and then you do garlic. Oh, shoot, I need to chop up some garlic. I think you just smash it, right? Minced. Oh shoot, I was hoping I could just smush it like earlier today, where I just took the garlic and smushed it for the beef stew. Now I actually have to get out my cutting board and chop that up. And then it also needs a bit of lemon, and I still have a lemon from the other week when I was doing something with a lemon. Oh, it was the lobster that my boss gave me, those ginormous lobsters that my boss gave me. That's what I got lemons for. Okay, I'm gonna start doing a little bit of prep. This should be a pretty easy meal, thank God, and I can eat because I am getting hungry. You put butter in this, and then you add the shrimp, and you do that for about 2 or 3 minutes with the shrimp on the heat, and then you flip it over, and the shrimp is supposed to be a little bit pink, and then you take the shrimp away, but using the same pan you put garlic, chicken stock, which I don't have, I just used a little bit of water, and lemon juice here, and then you bring it to a boil. What the heck do I do next? Well, I think this recipe calls for too much butter. Even though I cut the recipe in half, including the butter, there's too much butter. Oh well. And I'll just try it as is, and then I'll put some seasoning on some too. I don't want to like do the whole thing in case I don't like it. So I'll have like some of the shrimp tonight, and then yummy. I'm hungry, so like even these raisins, I'm eyeing them up while I'm cooking. So I'm gonna cut up some of this French bread. I think that'll be good. I'll just have some French bread with dinner, and then some shrimp. And then the other item is just about done. The beef roast, so, or whatever that thing is called. So yeah, I'm gonna have some of this dinner. Hopefully the shrimp is tasty. I like how big they are. Here's the completed beef stew. I added a bunch of potatoes, probably too much potato, and I'm just portioning it out into different glass containers, because then I'll have an easy meal to heat up during the work week. So I didn't have this tonight, but I will have lots of leftovers. So anyways, yeah, I just cooked this in the oven for a few hours, and then I let it cool a bit on the countertop. It actually is still kind of warm because it still has some heat coming off of it. But then I'm just gonna put it in a bunch of different glass jars and refrigerate it, and that'll be a nice easy meal. And yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock, so I think I might have some cookies and milk before I go to bed tonight. All right, see ya.